As 2023 comes to an end, we want to revisit some of the stories that really shaped this year. And when it comes to stories that had us all talking, many of them were political. Our Jack Finks walks us through the biggest political stories that made headlines this year.
In a historic move this May, the Texas House of Representatives voted to impeach embattled Attorney General Ken Paxton. He became the third official in Texas history to be impeached, and it was a bipartisan vote. Paxton was accused of abusing his office to benefit an Austin real estate developer who was also a donor. After a two-week trial that included testimony from Paxton's former top aides, the Attorney General was acquitted of all charges in the Texas Senate.
The Secretary of State and Attorney General Warren Kenneth Paxton Jr. is hereby, at this moment, reinstated to office.
Frankly, what we did today, we lowered the bar. We lowered the expectation bar for fitness for office for the future.
I voted for dismissal on all of this because the procedure was not followed. We should have never had the trial.
Paxton is still reportedly under federal investigation and faces state securities fraud charges. His trial begins April 15th. In September, the city of Dallas became the largest in America with a Republican mayor. Although elected as a Democrat in a nonpartisan seat, Mayor Eric Johnson announced his switch to the GOP via an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal. In it, he said, quote, "The future of America's greatest urban centers depends on the willingness of the nation's mayors to champion law and order and practice fiscal conservatism, a defining characteristic of the GOP."
I had to be honest with myself, and I had to do some inventory, and I realized that, I became a Democrat at 18 when I voted for the first time. I turned 48 this year, and 30 years is a long time, and I'm not the same guy 30 years later.
This year, property tax relief was the hot topic of the regular legislative session and two special sessions. It seemed everyone agreed it was a priority, but they could not all agree on how to get it done. Eventually, an agreement was reached, and Texas lawmakers passed an $18 billion relief package that's expected to save homeowners between $2,600 and $3,000 over a two-year period. And property taxes weren't the only thing causing friction at the state capitol this year. And all so far, the 88th legislature has had 4 special sessions. The last ended at the beginning of this month, and with some business left unfinished. That includes the governor's priority, taxpayer-funded education savings accounts. In the first full year since the U.S. Supreme Court overruled Roe v. Wade and the Texas trigger law went into effect, we saw the ripple effects play out across the state. Multiple women have now sued over Texas's near total ban on abortions. The state's abortion law does include an exception if the mother's life is in danger, but critics argue the wording is too vague and leaves doctors in Texas hands tied. Just last month, the Texas Supreme Court heard arguments in a case brought by 20-plus women and 2 doctors challenging the law. Legal experts say the court will likely rule on this case before June. The state of Texas faced multiple legal challenges to its border policies this year as well. The Biden administration sued Governor Greg Abbott after Texas installed a buoy barrier on part of the Rio Grande. A federal appeals court ruled the state must remove it, and the governor has appealed that ruling. And SB 4, which was passed by the legislature this year, makes it a state crime for a migrant to cross into Texas illegally. Just a day after Governor Abbott signed the bill into law, the ACLU of Texas filed a lawsuit on behalf of civil rights organizations in El Paso County.
They are intended to scare us and to divide us, and they will have real, meaningful consequences to our families, to individuals that we love. And so we will sue to stop it, to prevent those harms from happening.
Critics say the law will lead to racial profiling and cause overcrowding in local jails. But the governor says the state's policy has already led to one major change recently. More migrants are crossing into Arizona than Texas.
We expect a dramatic drop, well over 50%, maybe 75% of the people coming across the border illegally will stop entering through the state of Texas.
And this will all continue to play out in the new year, and we will stay on it. Jack Fink, CBS News, Texas.